You've Got Mail was in the theaters. At the time, I remember thinking it was cute, but it wasn't an all-time favorite. But I really enjoyed going back and rewatching it and getting a glimpse of the late 90s lifestyle. It was great to see the characters both evolve and mature as people. It wasn't like a sweep you off your feet with the Prince Charming, but it was this evolution of both of them coming together where they could be a great couple. I think the movie definitely holds up with our generation. I wonder how kids would get the whole AOL aspect of it and how much explanation they'd need. But I think if you grew up with AOL but you never saw this movie, you would love to watch it today.
Hey, welcome to What Do You Think of This, where we are revisiting the best things from our past to let you know whether they're the best thing for your future. I'm Jeff Abiad. This is Josue Escobar.
What's up, everybody?
We made it. We made it. It only took a little bit of time to dial in. I was thinking about this today. There was a time where receiving a notification actually meant something. You know what I'm saying?
Like the anticipation, and you're like, oh, yeah.
I love it. Well, to hear that
That's what
sound,
people felt like in like the 1700s when they got like
a letter,
a carrier.
But even the vibe of like, you've got mail. Is there any notification that you get right now in your life that you actually want?
I
just get so many of them that I tune them all out.
Yeah.
But, you know, or they stress me out. You know, I turn the badges off on all of my apps. I don't want to know.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's so crazy. Have you ever seen people's app, the badge icons, or how many numbers of notifications they've got on that app?
Like the thousands of emails or something. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Get your life together.
Have you seen that? I've seen that. I'm not going to call him out, but Josh Gilbert.
You know who you are.
Text messages. I remember seeing his phone, and he had like 200 unopened text messages.
I don't even understand.
How are you just ignoring everybody that's texting you
in your life that gets to that? Yeah, I will occasionally leave something on the unread, but we're talking not even a day, just to make sure I get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have I have the feature turned off on my phone so people can't see if I've read something? Because it immediately makes me feel the need to respond. That's how like anxiety.
I want people to know that I saw it, and then I haven't talked to you. I haven't reached back.
No, because I got so much stuff going on. I want the bubble to mean something, and that's why I can't do those big numbers, because then it's useless. And it's like, what's even the point?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So you have read receipts off.
Yeah. Because sometimes something will come in and I'll mark it as unread so I can go back to it. So I don't want somebody thinking I read it. I'll see it, but I know, I want to get back to that person. But literally, like yesterday, I was on hanging lights and I can't respond, and I want to give it some thought.
Well, I mean, I think of it a different way, actually. I think of it as like, hey, I saw it. If I hadn't responded, it's just I'm doing stuff. Like, I saw it. Like, don't panic. I'm not dead. I saw it. I'll get back to you when I get back to you.
I don't get that. I don't get that confirmation when I send somebody a message and it says they read it. And then I'm just like, why didn't they respond?
They might be driving. I mean, you do have the driving thing where you can like send a message when you're driving. And most of the time that gets turned off anyway, because I want to like mess with Spotify or something, and it asks me, are you driving? And I'm like, no, I'm not driving. It's just so that I can get to whatever. And so then it turns off that whole thing. So if somebody does send me a text, it won't send them a message saying that I'm driving.
Technology has really come a long way.
Yeah. But like, yeah, something could be happening. Like I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. I get a text. I'll read it. And I don't want to just like start texting because that looks rude. So I'm like, I'll read it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm thinking about the thing of like how to respond to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just tell them XYZ, whatever, and I'll do that once everything's done. Like, somebody tries to talk to you and whatever. And you once that conversation is over, then you're just like, okay, let me text them back.
Yeah. I get it. Perfectly valid. I will forget about it. I will completely forget. If I check it and then I don't mark it as unread or something, I will go on to something else and then forget about it.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
For me, if it's an emergency, you got to say so. Like, hey, man, I need a response quick, or else I'm going to like...
Oh, yeah.
Well,
if you know you, like me and you, if I was texting you and I didn't hear back and I needed to hear, I would call you or I would text you again.
Exactly. Yeah, nobody calls anymore, bro.
Oh, some people, I've just recently been welcomed into a circle of new people in my life who use their phones, and it's kind of refreshing. We'll just call you.
I called somebody one time, and they responded with a text. I'm like,
well,
okay. They were
so
like, "Oh, you boomer, you call."
this is
That's what
getting
they
more
call. That's what they
technical.
told
Yeah,
me.
but because now your phone kind of meshes them together. Like I'll get a voicemail, but it'll come as text. I don't even listen to it anymore. I'm like, okay, I can just see it here. I don't need to listen to it. I get it. And then whatever. You were talking about feeling rude though. I was like, because I get messages on my watch. And I'll be in a conversation with somebody, and then I'll feel somebody texting me. It's a different vibration, and I can't bring myself to look at my watch because it feels so rude to go like.
Yeah, it feels like,
especially when it's older people who don't know
the time I need to get out of this conversation so I can do something else.
Apple needs to figure out a solution that makes this look less like I'm bored talking to you, but it's like
it could speak to you kind of like AOL used to speak to us and say, "You've got a text."
You've got a text.
But instead, back in the day, it would say, "You've got mail."
Speaking of, in honor of Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan teaming up today, I've got a quiz for you. This is called You've Got Movies.
You've got movies.
I'm going to describe a movie to you, and you just have to tell me what it is.
Oh, okay.
This is some movie in Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan's archive of movies.
Easy.
So that's your category, everybody, to pull from. You're going to play along with Josue here. 10 movies, 1 point each.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, first movie. A group of highly trained professionals on a routine mission suddenly find themselves in a life or death situation, relying on a team back home to improvise a solution.
Wait, say that one more time.
So a group of highly trained professionals on a routine mission suddenly find themselves in a life or death situation, relying on a team back home to improvise a
Apollo
solution.
13.
Very good. Yeah, I wanted to not make these too obvious.
Because you're talking only Hanks and Meg Ryan movies? Okay. All right. The
They're
Meg
not
Ryan movies I might not know as much.
They're not movies. They've got a large archive and only a couple movies together. This is any of either of their movies.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? Two people spend years arguing about whether men and women can just be friends while slowly proving themselves wrong. Two people spend years arguing about whether men and women can just be friends.
Oh my gosh.
While slowly proving themselves wrong. I'm going to tell you, Josue, this is an iconic property that I've never seen.
With either one of them?
Mm-hmm. I will say as a hint, if you can think of just any Meg Ryan movies, this is maybe her top movie.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Meg Ryan. I don't know your movies that well.
You're going to know it when I say it, and you're going to not believe that you forgot it.
I want to say Love Actually, but I don't think it's Love Actually.
Is she in that?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I was like, I didn't know.
Hold on. Let me keep thinking.
Okay.
Is there another hint?
It's another rom-com.
Well, duh.
And her love interest in this movie, or who becomes her love interest, voices a well-known Pixar character. And has been in a movie that we watched at the beginning of last season. That's going to make it even harder. He doesn't look like himself in the movie. He's wearing an old man getup.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't think this one would be that hard for you. But again, I haven't seen the movie, and I have the answer in front of me.
I don't know, man. I'm give up.
It's When Harry Met Sally.
Oh. She's in that movie? I thought it was... Who's in that movie? Who's the guy?
Billy Crystal.
Oh, Billy Crystal. That's right. Yeah.
All right. 1 out of 2. There's only 10 possible.
I was going to say Sleepless in Seattle because isn't Billy Crystal in that?
No.
No?
I don't think so. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Movie number 3. A law officer feels threatened by a flashy new roommate.
A flashy new roommate.
I really tried not to make this one obvious, and I hope I didn't make it too hard. A law officer feels threatened by a flashy new roommate.
Oh, Toy Story.
Yes.
That was funny. That's funny. That's a good one.
Movie number 4. A man processing loss unknowingly becomes the subject of a national conversation, and someone far away feels drawn to him. A man who is processing loss unknowingly becomes a subject of a national conversation, and someone far away feels drawn to him.
Dang, I don't know. That's really interesting.
This movie has both of them in it.
Oh man, beats me.
Really?
Yeah.
This is Sleepless in Seattle,
Oh,
Jose.
what? I don't think I've seen that movie actually.
Oh man, we're going to have to add it to the list.
Yeah, probably.
I wonder how much it is exactly like this movie.
Sleepless in Seattle?
I mean, it's different, but the two of them, they brought them back for a reason. I also
Oh, really?
remember liking them in it. So.
I didn't know which one came first.
Oh, the Sleepless in Seattle, for sure. That one's all based on the radio, and then we've upgraded now to the internet.
That's so funny.
Okay, you're
cool.
two out of four. How about this one? A group of overlooked athletes are given a rare opportunity and have to prove they belong while the world watches.
Cool Runnings. None of them are in that movie.
No. Meg Ryan is on Team Iceland. Lions, bye.
Why don't you go home, Jamaica? Wow. Who's in this movie? Is it Meg Ryan or Tom Hanks?
It's Tom Hanks. A group of overlooked athletes are given a rare opportunity and have to prove that they belong while the world watches.
What the heck? Dang.
It's a spring sport.
A spring sport?
Yeah, you have to, it's got not cold weather. It's right now, this season of this sport is just beginning.
Soccer?
No.
Basketball?
No, that's ending about, is it? When does
I don't
NBA
know.
season start?
I don't know, and who cares?
NCAA right now. All right, I'm going to give it to you. It's A League of Their Own.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that movie. It's a baseball movie, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no crying in baseball.
It's with all the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen that movie, actually. It's been a long time.
Daryl Hannah, Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell's in it, yep. Who else is in that?
Tom Hanks. It is. Other people. Okay, 2 out of 5. Here we go. Movie 6. A talented but reckless trainee struggles with pride, pressure, and loss while competing among the best.
Pride and Prejudice.
I don't usually have to keep track so hard of your score, but this is not doing so well.
This is Meg Ryan, huh?
It is Meg Ryan, yeah.
Golly.
But if you don't know her archive, this is a little bit of a deeper cut. The
Then
movie,
no.
you will know the movie, but the fact that she is in it, I mean, if you know the movie, you know it, but I wouldn't have thought of it first. Let me give it to you one more time for the people at home. A talented but reckless trainee struggles with pride, pressure, and loss while competing among the best.
Gidget. I don't know.
It's got an iconic soundtrack. A sequel to it just came out like a year or two ago.
What?
Uh-huh.
A sequel to it just came out? Dude, I don't know.
Top Gun!
Meg Ryan's in Top Gun?
Yeah, she's Goose's wife.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she is. Wait, say that again. What was the clue?
A talented but reckless trainee struggles with pride, pressure, and loss while competing among the best. It's referring to Tom Cruise's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't have got it from that
Man,
description.
guys, you have a good chance.
Because there's no plane. There's no plane. There's no like, yeah. Oh, man.
I tried to make him tough, and now I'm afraid.
Yeah, you made him really tough.
Okay, how about this? A man finds himself completely out of place navigating modern day life and unexpectedly falling in love. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, this is a Meg Ryan movie. And a man finds himself completely out of place navigating modern day life. So he's out of place in the modern day and unexpectedly falling in love.
Captain America is out of place.
Okay, but you're in the right oeuvre.
The Rocketeer? No, he's not out of place.
It's a Meg Ryan movie.
It's a Meg Ryan movie. Is it
her character is the first name of the movie.
Her character?
Her character's name?
Kate and Leopold?
There you go. You earned it. You earned that one.
I'm just like thinking about different ones, and I'm like, yeah. What's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is that dude that time travel somehow. I forget how.
Yeah,
how he gets
Leopold.
there. Yeah, Leopold. I forget how he gets to
I also don't remember.
modern day. Yeah.
What a weird conceit for a movie. Movie number 8. A group is sent deep into dangerous territory.
Anaconda.
No, not to win a fight, but to bring back one man whose life has taken an unexpected importance.
One man alone. I don't know. Say it again.
A group is sent deep into dangerous territory, not to win a fight, but to bring back one man whose life has taken
Saving
on
Private Ryan.
unexpected importance. Very good.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private. You have seen
That's
that.
a great movie. Oh my gosh, such a great movie. Jeez.
I haven't seen that one in a long time, and I'm waiting for my kids to get a little older because I can't let them watch it now.
I think we've already seen it with my kids.
No.
No.
You really had me guessing there.
No. I don't think so.
I remember when that movie
I know I've seen it.
first came out, a friend of mine telling me that he like got a big old sandwich into the theater as his like snack. I don't know who eats sandwiches at the movie, but he said he took one bite and not another bite for the next like 40 minutes, because that whole introduction of that movie is
You
intense.
can't eat through that. No way.
No.
I think I have seen that movie not too long ago. And so the kids, I don't know if the kids were already asleep or they were upstairs or, that whole part already passed and there was different aspects of it that were on the screen that they were like not as interested, they wouldn't be interested in, I don't think any of the violence or gore were going on. I don't think they saw that.
Well, yeah, that introduction.
But you're right though. I mean, that's a wait until you're a little bit older to see all that chaos. It's crazy. I mean, well shot. I mean, the way they did. I mean,
in more ways than one.
It means wow. But honestly, when I first saw that movie, I thought, was there a camera actually there to see the way this actually was? Because it just felt too real.
It's crazy real.
Oh my gosh! You can hear the ding, ding, ding against the those boats that those guys, the soldiers were on.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being in that boat?
No. I mean, now I can, but no.
I would cry the entire time. We are not. They don't make men like they used to, Jeff. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'd like to think some of them are out there, but I'm not one of them.
There's you mean like guys that could do that today? Yeah, I'm sure there is, but man,
I mean, you do what you got to do, but I don't know.
You're going out there, you're like, all right, I'm either going to survive this or I'm not.
Maybe you unlock something in yourself, Josue. Maybe you surprise yourself.
I guess. I mean, the wanting to survive, but you have no clue. You're out there and there's nothing you can really do to protect yourself. There really isn't. It's just chance.
I know. I'm just laughing because my whole idea of doing this movie today at all was like, maybe we can reach back out into our female audience and give them a little bit of an olive branch.
To the three of you, we're going to talk about You've Got Mail.
Gather your friends. Here's movie number 9. A man reconnects with someone from his past, only to discover she's been hiding something that makes fitting in a little complicated. A man reconnects with someone from his past, only to discover she's been hiding something that makes fitting in a little complicated.
Pretty Woman.
No.
Okay.
No,
they're not.
That's an okay guess.
None of them are
Except
in there.
they're not in it yet. It's another one from the 80s.
Total Recall. Is Meg Ryan in Total
Absolutely
Recall?
not. No.
I don't know.
Daryl Hannah is also in this movie.
Splash.
Yeah. Does that count? I'll give you half a point.
Wait, what was the clue?
A man reconnects with someone from his past, only to discover she's been hiding something that makes fitting in a little complicated.
She was in his past?
Yeah. He met her like underwater. He had like an accident or something like that, didn't he?
I don't know. I thought he discovered her somehow and he'd never known her before. She was in his past.
It's been so long since I've seen it, and I got this clue from ChatGPT, and I was like, let me just,
like his past, like recent past, maybe.
Sure, it's all in the past. The beginning of this conversation was in our past.
You can't now have your past be part of your future.
Here's the last one. Two people form a meaningful connection through anonymous messages while unknowingly working against each other in real life.
That is this movie that we're talking about today.
You've got mail.
Yes, You've got mail.
What'd you get, Josue? How many points you got? Let me tally
2,
this up.
3,
No, you did better than that.
4.
5.5.
Jeez, that was terrible.
And if you all at home didn't get that last one, don't worry. It's what we're breaking down today. You've got mail. We're going to talk about it in a second, but I will say, if you've enjoyed any of this so far, please hit that like button.
Yes.
Yes. This movie came out in 1998.
It was, very nostalgic.
Very nostalgic.
It made me miss the 90s, dude.
Did it?
Some of the music in the beginning of the movie.
This movie,
really good.
I feel like, is definitely a good time capsule snapshot of an era.
Yeah.
Not only,
For sure.
just the vibe of the movie in general, but the fact that it had Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. It's a Nora Ephron movie.
Who's Nora Ephron?
Nora Ephron.
Zac
also,
Efron's mom?
Maybe you know what? I wonder if they're related, but I don't know. But she was When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail. I think she also did Julie and Julia.
Wait, she directed this or
Yeah.
Okay.
or wrote the script.
She didn't write. Well, it was a book beforehand. Based off a book.
It's based off of a book.
Shop Around the Corner.
Well, isn't that also a movie?
The Shop Around the Corner?
Yeah, I thought that was a movie. Yeah.
Oof.
Shop Around the Corner, 1940. A rom-com directed by Ernst Lubitsch.
So originally it was a book, and then they made it into a movie, and now they made it into a movie again.
I don't even have it written down that it was ever a book. Are you sure about that?
I thought the movie said so.
Oh, maybe.
In the beginning, the movie said based off of a novel.
Maybe so. I only know about the movie by MGM, which I've never seen.
That's crazy.
At any rate, when this came out, I do remember seeing it, but I specifically remember owning the VHS.
That's funny.
This was one of the tapes that we had. So I'd seen this, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think I saw this on TV.
Like ages ago?
Yeah.
They kind of make it hard to find now, let me tell you. Of all the movies that we've watched, this one was one of the hardest for me to find. I had to just buy it.
I rented it.
Rent it.
Yeah, because we were trying to download it, but it couldn't. Yeah.
Yep. And no streaming service. And I don't know if that's just because of who owns it, if it's just holds up
Warner
enough in
Brothers?
people's mind. Well, is it Warner Brothers?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I had forgotten a lot of the details about the movie.
Yeah, some of I forgot too. Like I didn't know that they were both dating somebody else before meeting each other.
And speaking of, the cast in this movie
is like very well known. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, well, I totally forgot Steve Zahn was in this. Not that he has like a major role. Yeah. Dave Chappelle pops up.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle, dude. I was like, what?
Yeah. Tom Hanks is dating Parker Posey.
That's right, yeah.
That's his significant other.
What is she in? What else? Other stuff is she in? I'm trying to remember.
The only thing I think of her now, because I was such a Superman fan, is she was in Superman Returns as...
That's right.
She's not Miss Teschmacher. She's like... Something else.
Yeah. But with Kevin Spacey as as Lex Luthor.
Yeah. And she's been in other stuff too, for sure. But I don't know why I can't think of any of it now. I just know her for being who she is.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she did a great job too. I mean,
she was great. I really like her character, and it wasn't like, I forgot she was even in it.
Me too. What was Meg Ryan's character's boyfriend?
Oh,
he's known too.
Kinnear. Greg Kinnear.
Yeah.
That's right. Plays Frank.
Greg Kinnear.
And
Patricia Eden is Parker Rose Posey.
Yep. Mrs. Bunker, though. Gene Stapleton.
Yeah, it's a good cast. Really
good cast. And I think that did a lot for the movie. But then also as the movie started going and they were talking, the dialogue all came back to me. Like I said, I kind of forgot some of it. But as they started talking, I was like, oh, yeah.
You mean the dialogue of them writing each other?
The whole movie, just the spoken lines, the cadence that they said stuff. I've definitely seen this a lot. I just didn't remember it.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it a lot. But some of the beats, I remembered. I didn't. Man, I'm trying to remember if I actually remembered the bookstore rivalry, the business rivalry thing.
Oh, that's like the whole plot.
It is, and I'm like, wait, why did I not remember that portion of it? I was surprised about. I mean, it made sense. But I was surprised about he's basically has a Barnes and Noble,
right? Exactly.
But it's called the Fox Super Bookstore or something like that.
We had this whole introductory conversation when we first started this movie. I had to pause at the very beginning and just explain the 90s to my kids. First of all, the dial-up internet.
Yep.
The fact that you had a phone line that your internet was coming from, and if somebody picked up the phone, it messed it all up, and that you had to wait that long.
Did it mess it up, or did they just hear the?
Well, both. If you hung up in time, it was fine, but if they kept it off the hook, it would throw off your internet connection.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so if you're on the internet, it would totally cripple your phone line.
So these people never used their phone lines because they were on it all the time.
Well, they had to wait for their significant other to leave the house.
That is true. They did do that.
Yeah, maybe Tom Hanks could have afforded a second phone line.
You know, it was really funny. I told Elizabeth, I'm like, why don't they just chat? You know, whatever. And then she looked it up. Chat had been introduced in AOL, like AOL Messenger had been introduced like 7 months before that movie was made.
Yeah, but even in this movie, there is like a chat portion, but you have to be in a chat room, right?
No, because he like, I thought you would be online, so I went ahead and
so it's kind of a
chatted
DM.
you. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It said Messenger on there. It was funny that they added it on there.
Was this before you? Because I viscerally remember the era of chat rooms. I think I was like junior high into high school.
It was like, it wasn't a big thing for me, for my peeps.
I legit like met people online in just random chat rooms, and then with the same vibe of like, we didn't develop a romantic relationship. Some kind of were that vibe too, but like meeting in a room and then talking one-on-one with people and having to dial up to talk to them. This whole thing felt familiar.
I think I did that like maybe once, but it quickly died because of, you know, you could message people. Like the invent of MySpace became a thing. Like in my time. So that like kind of went away because now you could just talk to everybody you knew based off of MySpace instead of doing chat rooms.
Right. But what a very specific, like the idea of a chat room. I mean, I don't even know.
Nobody does that, dude. Now it's all predators. It's like...
really brought the vibe down.
Yeah.
And this isn't...
Hey, ladies, you guys like romantic stuff? You guys like chat rooms? You like talking to strange men who could possibly be... What did he say? Fat. Oh, so 150, what is it? 152 murders that he's committed or 52 felonies.
152 insights into my soul.
152 craters on his face.
Yeah. So that also, but this wasn't necessarily the 90s, but what was up with the weird introductory animation?
In the beginning of the movie? Oh, you know what? I always skip those. That's the one thing I hate. I'm not hate. But I am glad we're over the 90s and the early 2000s is the long intro to the movie, like all the credits at the beginning. Just, dude, it just...
I don't think they're anticipating anybody's watching that.
Skip.
You know what I think it was? I think it was you're getting your popcorn in the movie theater, you're getting settled. It kind of gives you time to get into the movie.
Oh, I guess, maybe.
Where now we just have 4 hours of ads, you know, in the theater.
Yeah.
I think it was fine in our house. Like we didn't actively watch it, but
so there's an animation at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like computer animated, and then it like zooms in on the house.
Yeah, you're right.
It changes back over to the real house.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
It was definitely old school. But talk about the change in technology when they have that conversation at the very beginning, and he says something about, "Oh, this is the end of Western civilization as we know it," and he was complaining about solitaire.
Oh yeah,
and how it was tanking people's productivity
in Virginia.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you wait, Greg Kinnear. This is gonna get way worse.
Oh, I know. This was a time period I think I would be okay to go back to.
Yeah, why? For the simplicity of it?
Yeah, it was much simpler times. I mean, even nowadays, Barnes and Nobles are a dime a dozen. Or like they're closing. The bookstores are not even a thing anymore.
Like independently owned.
Independently or the big box bookstores. I mean, there's one down the street from us, but it's empty most of the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I haven't been in one forever. But
I was going to say, I can't remember the last time. If I'm at the mall, though, I'll still go
with the advent of Amazon, I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Amazon started as selling books. It's so funny, the progression of book sales in the book business. Isn't that crazy? Because her shop was literally just a kid's bookstore, right?
Right.
His was a big box bookstore, everything. You even have that one children's author that was like, are you guys still going to be around? oh, okay, cool. I'll do my book signing with you, liar. And then she did the book signing at the Fox bookstore.
Yeah.
And then you have the advent of Amazon that was just selling books online
Mm-hmm.
that really made those big bookstores tank. And they used to be all over the place. I remember Barnes & Noble, Brookstone, but now, I don't even know if the one closest to us, is it a Brookstone or a Barnes & Noble?
I don't know. Brookstone doesn't sell books.
Doesn't it?
No. Brookstone sells massage chairs and novelty items.
Maybe I got it twisted. Isn't there what's the other book
They
book
went
box
out of,
bookstore?
they went out of business ages ago. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, there you go, best mate. There's my point.
Wasn't the shop around the corner though?
No.
It was another corporate one.
It was, yeah, it is a corporate. I've never seen an actual little bookstore shop like that before.
I don't even know. Yeah, it feels like the library.
The library's still around.
The library is still around. I was thinking about that the other day, literally a day or two ago, because people will try and get you to, and this was in relation to something completely different, but to buy something based on like a sale. Oh, we're having a sale right now on this.
Yeah.
You should come in. And I just hate it so much. I hate the corporate advertising, algorithm based, come in right now in these 30 days and spend your money. I'm like, just tell me the cost of it. Make it a normal cost. Don't upcharge me. Just be the same. I don't want a discount. I just want to know the price. And then anytime I need it, I can come in and get it. And then I will come to your store all the time. But if you're constantly like, here's our inflated price. Oh, come in for a special. Like,
yeah, it should be just discounted when it is no longer, wanted or as popular as it was when it first came out. That's it. That's all you have to do.
I already have a bad view of that sort of a corporate vibe, but I think if I actually knew even more, I would be
You would have hated.
irate.
We would have hated working at Guitar Center.
I know.
So stupid.
The amount of money you spend just
Yeah. But this was, so the movie, besides all of the like the 90s time capsule thing, whatever, it's written really well, even for like a girl's rom-com, whatever category you want to say. I really enjoyed like the beginning when they're, you kind of establish who they are. They've got a relationship. Each of them have a relationship with somebody else, but they're talking online. And then the whole conversation of like, do you think it's cheating? No, it's not cheating. It's not this and that, whatever. And then you've got them walking around New York and they are like crossing each other's paths at every turn.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see them when they first meet in the bookstore. And they first meet in the bookstore, and then they start to realize, oh shoot, they are in my path.
Yeah.
And in my vicinity all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Which is really funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that because it was like, yo, if you guys just knew how close and how much you guys pass by each other all the time, and then they show you that they do, and then for other reasons why they hide from each other.
Yeah.
So it's so good.
If you haven't seen the movie, it's all built around the fact, like we talked about, chat rooms and such, where they're kind of developing this relationship while, like you said, they both have other relationships in the real world. But then they find out that they're competitors because his family owns a big box store and hers is the little shop around the corner. And so once they start finding out that the people that they were into online are the people that they're enemies with in real world, that's where the plot conflict kind of emerges. Okay, let's walk through this.
It's
I got
so
some
cool.
quotable quotes for you. Here we go. It's my own fault. Never marry a man who lies. I wrote that down. It's this like insane laugh.
Who says that?
It's my own fault. Never marry a man who lies.
Was it his stepmom? Yeah. Wait, why was that so funny?
The way she said it. He's like on the boat with the kids. First of all, the kids, it was so confusing because one of them is his sister.
No, one of them is his brother,
aunt. Yeah,
and one of them is his aunt.
The little boy is his brother, and then the other slightly older little
Stepbrother,
girl.
right? Or real brother.
No, his half brother.
His half brother.
His dad had a kid with another woman.
That's right. So his
and
half
so
brother.
did his grandfather. So anyway, so he's standing with them on the boat. They're like old enough to be his kids.
Yeah.
And then he's talking to the future mom, or who will be, and then the nanny. And the mom's like, wait, what did she say? Something about breaking up with somebody, or was she the mom? I can't remember who she was, but you find out that her relationship was really terrible. Never marry a man who lies.
And then
that was the nanny. It was the nanny who said that. Maureen.
Was it?
Yeah. Maureen, the nanny, says that.
But yeah, then it became really, really bad because she like put her hand on his thigh, the stepmom on it. It's like, dude, what in the heck?
That was another subplot too, where I kind of forgot it was in the movie, and it really adds some color.
So dumb, so crazy.
Let me ask you this before we get too far into this. Do we actually like Joe Fox at the beginning of this movie?
He reminded me of what's his name? The agent in That Thing You Do.
Oh yeah,
he reminded me of that.
Mr. White.
Yeah, he reminded me of that personality. You know, like that business personality.
That's about the same time, right? That Thing You Do was.
I guess it must have been.
Yeah,
I think I liked him at first. He wasn't so corporate-y, but he was kind of. You know what I mean? Like he knew this is the business and this is what we do. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he was kind of a little more down to earth. Actually, maybe not, because when he was talking to Dave Chappelle, he was like kind of just like one ear out the other.
Yeah, Yeah, because he was in his like work mode.
Yeah. I liked him. I mean, I liked him when he first met her at her shop, and he kind of like hid who he was. He did a good job, I think.
F-O-X.
Yep. The little kid. F-O-X. But yeah, he was like, my name's Joe. That's it. Just Joe. Because she didn't want him to know.
Call me Joe.
Yeah.
She says, yeah.
And then they meet at a cocktail party or something like that. Right. Afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. And the guy's like, oh, you were talking to Joe Fox. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, but talk about color and subplot and stuff. These other characters really added a lot. So you've got Steve Zahn's character who works with her at the bookstore, and he's kind of like a quirky guy, George, who just works there. And the other female actress, I don't have her name in front of me, who works at the bookstore, also really great.
Yeah, awesome job. I think Elizabeth noticed that she was in, I forget what show she's in. I don't know if it's Grey's Anatomy or something like that, but yeah.
I don't remember. And yeah, Greg Kinnear in it too is really great and funny, and Parker Posey.
Kind of a boring guy though.
Yeah, but on purpose,
off
right?
Himself a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, when he finds out that she's really into him as an author, they're trying to leave because of all the tension, and then she's like, "Oh, I really love your writing," and he's like, "Oh, tell me more."
I actually thought maybe they would get together.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
But it turns out he gets together with the news anchor girl.
Oh, that's right.
At the end, so
equally weird.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? I don't even have a full quote for this one, so maybe we don't call it quotable quote, but the word abstruse. I thought she misspoke when she said abstruse. She was talking about Greg Kinnear's character, and this is Parker Posey, and she called him abstruse, which apparently means difficult to understand or obscure. I was like, does she mean obtuse? Nope. It's a real word. Okay. Here's an actual quote. When you have the pleasure of saying the thing you say when you mean to say it, remorse inevitably follows.
Yeah. Meg Ryan said that. What's her name in the movie?
Well,
Kathleen. That's right.
She kind of re-quotes it at the end, but she's not the one who said it the first time. He said it to her.
Yeah. And then he says it to her again at the end of the movie.
Does he say it again?
Yeah. When she's sick.
Oh, well, he stops her from saying what she doesn't want to, like from saying it,
Yeah. So that's how she's like, wait.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right. But I thought that was insightful, and I thought a good window into their characters where he's just kind of talking about himself in that way. I think it gives you a little bit more empathy for him being a jerk later on.
I get, yeah.
When you kind of get the behind the curtain. Because again, if you meet Joe Fox as just the corporate executive, like her character did in this movie, you hate him because of everything he represents. But when you get to kind of get behind the scenes, well, but just like his vibe of like, it's not personal, it's business.
Yeah. But to her, it is personal.
Yeah.
And it gets uber personal at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's true. But
I was hoping it was you.
I was hoping it was you. How about this one? Do you know what it is to go to the mattresses? Yeah, it's from The Godfather.
Yeah, that's Greg Kinnear's character. Yeah. She's like, why are men obsessed with The Godfather? Because you can answer everything with The Godfather.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good.
When I had seen this movie back in the day, I had never seen The Godfather.
Oh, yeah. New appreciation for it?
Yeah. Well, when we watched it, I had already also seen it, but it had been a while. But in this case, yeah.
This is really good.
The painting the picture that all men have seen The Godfather and appreciate it in this way was funny.
Yeah. Appeals to all men.
Yeah, apparently.
And women.
Uh-huh. Sure.
It does.
Does it?
It should.
Does it, though?
It might.
I want to know. The ladies that love The Godfather. I'm curious, because as far as this stereotypical setup in this movie is concerned, it's not so much. How about this? I hope she doesn't have one of those high, squeaky voices like the mice in Cinderella. I hate that.
Is that what he said before he was going to meet her at the restaurant?
At the sad little coffee shop where she's sitting all by herself.
Let me guess. A rose, a flower, and a book.
What do you feel about that whole scene, that turn of events in the movie when he realizes that it's her at that restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
So
I felt like that he should have just, I mean, it's a movie. They had to keep going. But I think that would have been the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm. In real life, you mean?
Mm-hmm. I think he would have walked in. He'd have been like, "You're the girl on the, oh my gosh." And they would have been like, "No way." And like, "I can't believe that. It would be you." And like, "Yeah, it is. And I'm sorry I come off like a jerk, but I'm not. I'm like, I'm the guy on there." And
Oh,
like,
you mean
really,
problem would have been resolved there?
Yeah. And then I think they would have been like, "Cool, let's see where this goes." And then they would have happily ever after. The movie would have ended there either way.
Would that have happened in real life?
Heck yeah. I mean, at least I would have done that.
I think
I wouldn't have acted like somebody else. I don't know.
what you're expressing is my problem with these movies. They always have to ratchet up some point of relational tension to then get to the resolution. And I always feel like in these romantic movies, it's
not
too
realistic.
much.
It's not realistic.
It's like, all of a sudden the guy says something and it's so mean. Like there's an instance in this movie too. And it's like, okay, well,
but this time it was her. It was really, she was the one that was really mean.
Well, sure. But at that point, I think he kind of deserved it too.
Did he?
Didn't he? I don't remember that. But I just mean like, okay, we didn't need to go that far.
Yeah, he was being a jerk.
That being said, I get the circumstance. Like, this is how it feels to me always behind the scenes. They probably wrote it out.
He stood you up.
You know what I mean? Like here's the story arc. He has to find out it's her, right?
Yeah.
And he's conflicted because he obviously loves her from their online interaction.
Yeah.
But then in the real world, she's a problem. So it's going to take a bit for them to settle into the idea that they actually love each other.
Yeah.
I get that that's a problem. But then you go, well, we have to dial this up because we have to communicate this in 119 minutes. So let's just go. And that always feels a little too like, okay, you know.
Is that the problem with all romantic comedies?
You're really dying.
What? Just
want to go on record that I enjoy a good romantic comedy.
Hey, I like this movie.
I'm not painting them all with a brush stroke of that size.
Hey, I really like this movie. I'm not saying I didn't like it.
You're talking down to our audience, Josue.
I'm sorry for the three of you who.
Gonna have to edit the crap out of this episode. How about this? He can't possibly be the rooftop killer.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when you thought Frank might be the Unabomber?
That's right. Yeah. Who said that? Was that the girl in the, or was it the old lady in the shop?
No, it's a girl. Her name is Christina in the movie.
So funny.
The
rooftop killer.
I liked both of those. The idea that they were painting a picture of this world, right, and unpacking it, that he could have been this killer guy.
He could have been anybody.
And then second, that she had already thought somebody was a Unabomber, and also the Unabomber. Like,
oh, that's right.
If you're not from the 90s,
you don't know.
You don't know what that's about.
Wow. It's funny when in the beginning of the movie, I was wanting to see if in the skyline of New York, the aerial view that they were doing.
Like the Twin Towers.
Yeah, I was looking for the Twin Towers, dude.
Did they just never cut to a wide?
I don't think so, no. I mean, Elizabeth was saying like, oh, no, they're south from where they're pointing the thing. And so, yeah, you wouldn't see it. But dang, what a time.
What a time. How's this quote for you? It happened in Spain. People do really stupid things in foreign countries.
I think Meg Ryan said that.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember
I don't remember what it's about though.
They're talking about Birdie. So the woman that works at the shop with her.
Oh, because she dated somebody.
Yeah, Generalissimo Franco.
General what?
Generalissimo.
Is that what she really said that it was? Or is that what that guy inferred it?
Yeah, based on the circumstances that she was in Spain and he was running the country.
Yeah.
He says, absolutely, they buy leather jackets for much more than they're worth, but they don't fall in love with fascist dictators.
So crazy. I need to look up that story of that dude because I don't know.
Oh, I looked it up. Yeah, I didn't know either. I was too young.
Is he crazy?
Time. Yeah. Oh, he's a fascist dictator. God. This movie all builds to this moment, and a couple of things come to a head at the same time. Their relationships. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They both realize in their relationships that this isn't right for me.
Well, first she loses her shop though.
It happens at the same time.
Does it? Does it?
About, right?
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Well, the relationship ends, you're right, after that. Because he's with them at the Christmas party singing.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
The clarinet, the clarinet.
I was listening to that. I'm like, I don't know that song.
We had just watched the movie as a family, and at dinner time, the song popped in my head because somebody said violin, and I'm like, the violin sings, or something. And all my family was like, Amanda's like, how do I know that song? Where's it from? And they all had to like work their way there. And I'm like, we just watched this movie 2 days ago.
That beats me. I would have never.
I didn't know the song before.
Me neither. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know that song.
The horn. It sounds so forlorn.
Forlorn. Mm-hmm. Gosh, it's so crazy.
So yeah, she loses her business tanks.
Yep. Because of him.
Both of their relationships, like Greg Kinnear's character comes out and confesses to her that he's falling in love with the newscaster woman or whomever.
Yep.
And she's perfectly okay with it because she's trying to end it with him because she's fallen in love with Tom Hanks.
Yep.
And you don't get the breakup scene with Tom Hanks and Parker Posey, but you don't need it. You get the elevator scene where she's a real jerk and he realizes, why am I with you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sort of a feel, yeah. But what did you think? Because I feel like it all really symbolically comes together when she leaves the shop and she takes a little bell with her from the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And she kind of sees her and her mom dancing in the shop.
Uh-huh.
Like a little memory. That was really cool.
And she walks down the street and kind of rings a bell. And I'm like, this feels like a moment they're pausing on intentionally.
Really?
I was thinking about it. Well, I was just thinking like the bell is on that door, which kind of represents her shop. It represents like community, like people, every time the bell rings, somebody's coming into your shop. It's been there probably since her mom was running the store.
Yeah.
So it's like the legacy of all that. And then she takes it and it's this moment of like forced closure where she like, it's all ending. So like just the shop is empty. She takes it out into the real world, but then it's also like, I think the world is changing, but I'm keeping on to like part of my identity.
Yeah. Who's that guy when the redcoats, when the revolution?
Paul Revere?
Paul Revere. Did he have a bell?
No, I don't know. In my head, though, he does. The redcoats are coming. Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah. I feel like that's symbolic to that. Like
the bookstores are coming. The Barnes & Noble is coming. Fox Books.
No, I mean like the end is near. The end is coming because it kind of is, folks.
For all the little shops.
Yeah.
Bring out your dead.
Shame.
I'm not dead yet.
Shame. Yeah, maybe it was symbolic to like, ringing, how we ring out the new year. Is ringing out the end of the chapter.
Was it Christmas time? They should have been singing Auld Lang Syne. Was it New Year's?
I don't know.
Well, it was Christmas time. They sang
but I think
clarinet song.
But it also skipped over. I mean, time passed by too. It wasn't really clear how much time had passed by the time they, met with each other again. Mm-hmm. And he's all like, I was hoping to be your friend. Because he goes to her apartment with flowers.
Yeah, daisies.
That's right.
And what did you think about that? Because I was like, is this meaningful or is this like manipulative or is he a good guy here or how do I feel about it? In the end, I came around, but it is like his turn of a character. I don't know if
you didn't like it. Or did it not feel natural to you?
It didn't feel natural. The fact that he would just show up at this woman's home and come inside and here, I'm going to put these in a vase for you. It was very sweet in a romantic movie way, but
I think they kind of Well, I think they implied that time had passed by and that this rivalry, because you also got to remember she did this whole campaign on the news and newspapers, kind of bashing this dude and bashing this bookstore and all that kind of stuff. And so it's this back and forth, which is why he was kind of like, oh, I can't believe it's her in the restaurant. I'm going to mess with her. And I think he felt bad for that afterwards. And I think that he held on to that. And after his dad split up with his wife or whatever, all that kind of stuff, I think he was going.
She ran off with the nanny.
She ran off with the nanny.
Again.
Because he was like, remember her? Yeah, that was the nanny. Dad. He's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Then he goes, and then after her was that one lady. She was also an
nanny.
Oh, isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
And then who did she go out? Who did she leave you for?
The nanny. That's right.
That's really ironic. So I think all of those things made him think, man, I should really not have a relationship like my dad has had a relationship.
Or my grandfather.
And so I think he swallowed his pride and was like, maybe I can win her over being me, who I really am. Maybe she can be okay with this guy, Joe, so that when I eventually reveal who I am, it'll work. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to play the game of like, let me make myself into her friend. She's going to start telling me about this dude that she's talking about. And eventually when I show her and tell her that it's me, she'll want it to be me. Not that, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I think that was the whole plan. I think there's a lot of time that kind of happened in between all of that we're just not seeing. And it might have felt a little bit forced when he came to her apartment with the daisies and all that stuff, but I think it worked. I think he was going I think he was trying to reach out.
It definitely felt less forced than the argument they had in the restaurant where he was being a real jerk. Like, this felt better.
Yeah. You're right. That felt better. But I mean, I liked.
At that point, it was still a woman he didn't really know.
But he was really charming.
He's like, get in your bed and let me put your blanket on you. Very sweet, but you don't know each other, even though you do. But in the real world, it just.
I like that. She was surprised by it. She was like, "Whoa!"
But like you said, at that point, she starts figuring out that it's him.
Not then.
Yeah, I think he says something in that room.
Oh yeah, that's right. He puts his mouth on her and he repeats that line that he said to her in the thing. Yeah,
and you can tell like the wheels start spinning in her mind.
Which is why she kind of keeps him around.
Yeah. And that's why it gets to the end and she's like, I was hoping that it was you.
Yeah.
It's kind of working its way there. I just, where a lot of movies can be, and rom-coms or other, like one-dimensional, I do feel like there was a lot going on here. Like they didn't have to work this hard to do, like, you not only have the conflict with the bookstores and the online chat room element and their relationship stuff and the seasonal stuff and things changing in New York City, but then also the ending, like his family background, her family background with her mom. So now you got legacy in the movie. And then at the end with him, like having to charm her, that was like a new story arc that still worked. It was a lot coming together for this story that felt like it all tied together pretty nicely.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it is probably already kind of done for them too, because I'm pretty sure it was a book first and then another movie. And so it's like, it's not that hard.
We're just adding now in the 90s, the layer of the America Online.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I wonder if that was how it was in the original movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were they speaking to each other through like mail and not
letter correspondence?
Yeah.
Like his grandfather and
like a pen pal.
What was her name? Cecilia? She was enchanting.
He had a bad memory because he said that twice.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about what we think about this. When we talk about what definitely worked in this movie, in addition to what we already said, I do want to emphasize that the dialogue for me really worked.
Yeah, it did.
There's just like the little kind of quippy lines. You're not really thinking about it, but it was not too fast paced, but little like quick dialogue. I liked. I thought the movie was really well done. I don't know. I think this might be my favorite rom-com right now because I can't think of anything else I really like. I think their chemistry together is good too.
I take it back. I like Wedding Crashers better. That's a much better rom-com.
Is that? It's not on the same level as this though.
No, but it's got Meg Ryan.
She's in Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn. It's funny. Yeah, Wedding Crashers is my all-time favorite.
Maybe we're gonna have to
rom-com.
add it to the list because I don't
It's
remember
a
that one.
good rom-com.
But I do like her chemistry with Tom Hanks. I think is really good.
Yeah, they did it. I mean, so you said Sleeping in Seattle was first, and that's them too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
She hears his story over the radio on that one.
Yeah. So that's why they put them together in this one because their chemistry was probably really
So
good.
we're bringing this old story.
Were they married at some point?
Into the 90s? I don't think so.
In real
She was
life?
married
Okay.
to Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Quaid.
Huh. I don't see that, but okay.
They had a kid.
Crazy.
At least one. I don't know. I told you I didn't like the forced bit that seems to come up in rom-coms. I have a question for you. Do you think at the end of this story, so he comes up the hill with his dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, I couldn't believe, I was hoping it was you, all that. It ends. How long does this relationship last, really?
Oh, I mean, I think they go all the way. I think they get to like
I think that's what the
40,
movie
50 years of
implies,
marriage.
happily ever after. But do you really think it's going to last?
I mean, come on. I hope so. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, the reality is, yeah, they probably... That's sad.
I'm just saying, are they too different to really make it work?
They both love books. I don't know. He knows how to be a jerk and not be personal. All she is personal. So I think it'll work. I think opposites work out.
I hope so.
I hope they beat the odds.
The sequel, You've Still Got Mail. We're going to get that.
The sequel is You've Got an Instagram Reel.
Oh,
Man, that's not the same.
I don't know. I'm trying to think, and everything I think of is disappointing.
You got a Snapchat.
No. There's no record of it. All right, well.
It's just back to sending each other mail, you know?
Real mail.
Real mail.
Well, Tom Hanks would like
Snail,
that too.
They call it snail mail now, right? Yeah.
Now, I think it's been that way for a while. Maybe in the 90s they were calling it that. Did you watch it?
I like this movie.
Did you watch it with anybody else in your house?
Yeah, I watched it with Elizabeth.
Okay, not the kids.
The kids were not... Okay, so Eva and Ella were upstairs doing their thing. Eva was out in youth group.
So, but I assume Elizabeth was already familiar with this movie?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. There was a lot that came back, you know? And yeah, she liked it.
Amanda and I had already seen it, but it's been a while. My kids, I don't think had. And they didn't know what they were getting into. Like, we're sitting down to watch it, and they saw the trailer for it, and the trailer is very cheesy.
Oh, really?
She's doing the over narration, like at the beginning, about those 3 magical words, "You've got mail." And the kids are like, what is this? But they get you. They get you pretty quick with this.
I mean, yeah, of course we know that Elizabeth liked it because she's doing our intro.
Is she? Which we all already heard. Yep, we all knew that. Well, Elizabeth and
I should
everybody
have
else,
said that in the beginning of this show.
I want to let you know that I also think this movie holds up.
I think this movie holds up.
Big fat thumbs up.
I mean, it doesn't hold up in the sense that there's like the technology.
Well, but it's a snapshot of a point in time.
Yeah, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the Starbucks, Starbucks were everywhere in the late 90s.
Grande, Frappuccino, Mocha. Yeah.
Yeah, holy crikey. They were around everywhere. And now I think they started the whole coffee craze here in the U.S. because there's a coffee shop around the corner everywhere nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those things where corporate coffee shops got really big, or at least Starbucks got really big, and people revolted and were like, no, we want artisan coffee. I guess books aren't the same.
We want artisan books.
I don't think I remember the one thing that really struck me too was when he bought all the books for the kids, and it was like $75. And he's like, "Whoa, $75!" And I think he had like 4 or 5 books. I'm like, that's a lot of money. And then they show that at his bookstore, everything was 30% off.
Yeah.
So he could have got 10 books for that price.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But he bought them anyway.
Well, no, there's no doubt as to why those bookstores went out of business. Jeez, discount them some, for crying out loud.
You know what I didn't get, by the way, at the end of this movie or anywhere in the movie? The dynamic of him and his dad both losing their houses or condos or whatever and moving into the boat.
Yeah.
I get it for the story.
Did he lose his condo? Was it his? Did he just leave it to the girl?
That's what I'm saying. What was the relationship there with these people?
Or was it hers?
I don't know.
That was weird.
It was probably hers. They don't dwell on it too much, and probably we don't need that information. But it was a little bit like, wait a second, I thought you were the rich guy.
Yeah, because she called him a millionaire. Remember, multimillionaire.
Yeah, he had a lot of money.
That's funny, dude.
Anyway, everybody, let us know what you think.
I think you all would be. I think you all enjoy this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People of all kinds.
Yeah, people of all kinds. And then for you ladies out there, let us know what you thought of our take of this movie.
I think we're going to need some better representation on this show. I really tried to convince Lucy to come on, and she was like, nah, I don't. I'm like, Lucy, we need you. She's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, all right.
This is a man's show.
Well, wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, if you could take 5 seconds and give us 5 stars.
And a thumbs up.
And a thumbs up, or comment and share. We'd appreciate that. Next week, of course, we are going to be doing a special episode just for the podcast of After the Credits. On YouTube, we'll be releasing a quiz, and then we just may be ending a trilogy the week after that.
Oh my gosh, yep.
We'll talk about it next week's episode.
Sounds good.
So, but to find that teaser, you have to be on podcast platforms only. You can find all of those details at wdyt.show. And please send us your ideas. We want them. You can email them to ideas@wdyt because we've got a whole year ahead of us. So.
All right, everybody.
In the meantime, go check your email. Maybe somebody loves you.
You don't have mail. Oh, one thing that people forgot was goodbye.
Goodbye.
At the end?
Can we work that in right now?
If I can find it.
Stitch it in later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.